I mean, a terrible thing has happened.
We've been cancelled again, haven't we?
It hasn't happened yet.
Oh yeah,
again. But also, not been cancelled, so that's good.
Oh good, so we've run out of tea bags. Oh my god, we've run out of tea bags.
No, it's fine, it's fine. We sorted it out. The last time that happened was a disaster. Everybody died.
Yeah.
So we had to go a monthly order. It comes in a month. So we're fine. Got loads of tea bags.
Clever, that's clever.
Yeah, we did that.
We ran out of physics. Is the book just finished? It's done?
Actually, after that book, apparently there are more books. It just get more and more complicated.
Oh, I really hope that's not in my physics degree.
Wow, fingers crossed, yeah.
So what else could it be? Is Clever Cracker Studio in America's not opening on time?
I don't know, I'm not sure when the time was, so I can't guarantee that one, Wayne.
Okay, what was it then? What was the bad news?
I can't remember.
Let's just get on with the video and
Okay,
hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, let's go for that. So the last video, which I do remember, we measured an equation which was PV over T, and we made it equal to itself, allocating 1s and 2s to sort of have a before and after scenario.
Yeah, and we can compare the two and work out things, but what if we don't want or have a before and after scenario?
Yeah.
We just want to work out, say, volume or temperature or whatever.
So then we make it equal to something else.
We do. So we make it equal to first, what pops along in this equation is an n, a little n.
A little n.
No.
So, yes, and this is an n we're going to explain.
It's a number of moles, but that begs a question if you don't do chemistry.
Yeah, if you don't do chemistry, if you do chemistry, you're going to be tired of moles by now.
Yep.
If you don't, moles are a measure of substance.
They are, yeah. And you can actually have a mole of anything, but you tend to have moles of atoms or particles or molecules.
Yeah, the amount of particles that are in 1 mole is a set number.
Yep, and that number is 6.02 times 10 to the 23, Avogadro's constant. And what that means is, if I had 1 mole of this pen, I'd have that many of this pen. If I had 2 moles of this pen, I'd have twice that amount, and so on.
Yeah, so it's an easier way of writing sets of this number.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then after that comes along a big R.
Now, that doesn't stand for reindeers.
No, it doesn't. It actually stands for the molar gas constant.
Which is not even the right letter. I don't know why they did that.
I was trying to justify it in my head, I can't.
Can't. But I think both of these are in your formula booklet.
They are, yep. And R is about 8.13 or something like that.
Something like that. But,
it's in your formula booklet. So I've got a nice worked example in the book, if I could just find it.
Oh, I don't know how to direct it to you, Wayne.
Oh,
I'll direct you to it. That's better, isn't it?
That's way better.
Okay. So over there's a hill.
Over there.
Only one in Felixstowe. Go over it. Go down at the bottom. There's a ladder. Go down the ladder. Get to the sea. In the sea, you get on a boat. Go on the boat. And the 7 Seas of Song about it was very long, very exciting. And you get the boat, and you'll find Dumbledore. You get the book, and come out the same way you came. Is that all right, Wayne? You get the book? That was quick.
Yeah, no, it was there.
I went a long way, didn't I?
Did, but I'm intrigued by your route.
Yeah.
What boat did you get?
Actually, it was a submarine. It was big, black, and I was a good friend of mine.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he a good friend of mine?
No.
Oh.
Anyway, boat example.
Yeah, it's a lovely worked example.
Oh, man.
What is the volume occupied by a mole of oxygen molecules at standard pressure and temperature?
Okay.
And it tells you what the standard pressure and temperature is, so you ready for that?
I'm ready for lots of things. Let's write down the things that you want to know.
Yep. Pressure, volume, temperature,
Lowercase n.
lowercase n, and R. Now R is
R
given
is
to you.
always the same, so I'll just write that.
Yeah. Okay, so standard pressure.
Yeah.
It said it's done at standard pressure, and it gives you it 101,300 pascals.
That's
pretty
quite
standard.
A lot.
Yeah. Temperature, it's already given to you in Kelvin, but it may well in the exam give it to you in degrees. Be careful, put it in Kelvin.
Alright.
273.2 Kelvin. And it's asking you to work out the volume.
Okay,
and
it said 1 mole.
It said, rather than just outright saying 1 mole, it said a mole. It means
1 mole, so that's fine. So now I need to rearrange our formula to make V the subject. That shouldn't take very long, so we have...
But first I'll explain that this formula in your formula booklet...
Oh yeah, it's written as PV equals nRT.
Which actually makes it easier than one step from the formula booklet to get it in the range where V is the subject.
Yeah, so you have nRT over P, is equal to V. We already have P.
Yep.
And that'll give us
we know
a
what
value.
these things are, we just put the values in.
Yeah,
and it gives
I trust you that you can do that.
22.4 times 10 to the minus 3. But the value isn't important, you have to do it.
So you've got that, but say, if you don't want to do gas, you want to do something else. Is there another thing for that?
There absolutely is. That's good thinking there.
Thank you. There's this guy called Mr. Boltzman.
He was called Mr. Boltzman, he was.
He was, and he had a really good idea.
And eventually they came up with the Boltzman constant. I'm not sure if it was named that when he was around, I don't know.
I'm not sure, but he found a constant and it becomes part of our new equation.
It does. So now it's capital N rather than little n.
And this means something different.
It does. It doesn't mean the number of moles.
No, this is the number of molecules.
Yeah. And for the previous example, the mole of oxygen, then you can actually use either of these formulas and it would give you the same answer. Because rather than using N equals 1, it's now the number of molecules. So if there's 1 mole, how many molecules must there be? Well, 1 mole is 6.02 times 10 to the 23.
Yeah.
So that's how many molecules there must be. And then it's NK rather than R. It's now the Boltzmann constant, again, given to you in your book.
It's a much smaller number.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. You find out what values you have and you rearrange it.
And that's fine.
So, I really want a submarine.
I haven't got a submarine, Wayne. I'm very upset. I'm also quite upset about. This is the last video of this exam.
It is. Is that the bad news you have for me?
No, I don't think so. I think the bad news was I've run out of substance.
Oh.